Hello, my friends. Oh my gosh, my voice. So this is going to be kind of a quick one because I am sick. Ow, crud, that hurt. I am not feeling well. I mentioned last night that my mom had COVID, and even though I haven't seen my mom in like 2 weeks, I know COVID's going around. I don't know if I have it. But my body's very achy and my throat hurts like there's no tomorrow. And I'm exhausted. So, hello. It will be a quick one today, but I did want to jump on and say hello. And I do still am alive. Don't worry, but just moving much slower. And it's funny because I did the live last night and I had like a scratchy throat, but I didn't think much of it. And then Ken and I sat down to watch a movie, and for some random reason, he started to rub my back. And he never rubs my back. So I didn't want him to stop, but it hurt. And I'm like, oh, how can that hurt when someone just gently rubs your back? So, it's like one of those achy, like if anything touches me, like my bra is too tight right now. It just, you just don't feel like 100%. So yeah, kind of like just how kind of out of it. My mom, as far as I know, is still doing okay. I talked to her last night. I offered to have food sent to their house, and she's like, "No, right now we're okay. Your dad went and picked up some food." So, yeah, I talked to my dad briefly today, and I'm like, "Dad, I am done. I'm hitting the ground right now." So, yeah, I do look a little well, and I look dark. Why does it look so dark in here? I don't know. Hang on, let me see if I can turn on the light. Oh, the light. The dog. Oh, hang on. Let me turn on this light. And yes, I'm wearing the pajama bottoms from last night, but I did shower. Oh, you know how you just want to stay in your pajamas sometimes? Oh, the lights are on. Oh, that makes it even worse. um. Yeah, it is really dark. It just seems really dark. So let's see. Hi Connie. Hi Teresa. Thanks, guys. Oh, Nancy, I'm glad you're here because I'm going to talk about you in a second. Um, So I actually slept pretty good last night. I went to bed kind of early even, which is pretty impressive for me because I'm a late bird. I like to stay up late. So we did the release last night. If you missed that, make sure you go check that out. Hang on. The dog's actually asleep at my feet, which is kind of nice. She's been crazy this morning. There's more ripped up paper in here than ever. I don't even know where she finds it. It's just she's so funny. But I got a card, and I wanted to show you this, and then I want to show you what Nancy sent. And somebody sent a card for my mom. Hang on, I have it right here. I haven't seen my mom since her birthday. Um, Terry Cedar Chuck sent my mom a card. I do have it right there, waiting to give it to her, but haven't seen her, and we had to cancel our family dinner last night because she was sick. But it's good because I wasn't feeling well. I mean, I was feeling fine yesterday. Well, not fine. I woke up yesterday morning with a sore throat, and I just, how sometimes in the morning you wake up with a sore throat. I didn't think much of it. I just went throughout the day, and then I did my live. I think I felt fine, and then it just slowly started going downhill. I think how sometimes your body's finally done with everything it needs to do, and then it finally crashes. Well, I feel like that's what happened because I had to tape like 20 videos yesterday, and I had church, and I had the live, and I think once those videos were done and the live was done, I knew I could crash, and that's pretty much what happened. I crashed. So hi Jeffrey, hello. So Julie sent this one, and it's so cute. Uh, it's so sweet. She sent it the little puppy dog that I took on HSN, and she said, "A very big congratulations on your new fur baby. Such an exciting time for you all. Sending big hugs and best wishes with the new furry edition, Julie." Oh, and her doggy Duke, which is just so stinking cute. Look how cute that is. So thank you, Julie. Yeah, she's actually finally asleep right now. It's so nice. Because she's an early bird. She woke me up. She actually woke me up. I try to get her out of her crate before she starts to cry, but she woke me up this morning about 6:20, saying, "Mom, where are you?" I usually try to get her about 6:15. I was still asleep, so obviously, because I'm always asleep at 6 o'clock. But I've been doing really well about waking up before she wakes up. Let's see. Hi, Gail. Hello, Julie. Yes, I love the card. Thank you so much. So let me hang on. You want to know something that's really annoying me today? So I think I've told you guys before. Sorry, Jeffrey, this is too much information for you, my love. But my doctor, because I was losing all my hair a couple of years ago, my doctor put me on estrogen and progesterone, or whatever those two are. And so I had to get a refill, and CVS doesn't let you refill till like the last day, whatever. So there was no refills left. And so they sent the refill to my doctor, and my doctor denied them. And I know they always want you to go once a year for your physical. Well, I went in March 13th, as a matter of fact. I had to look it up. And they denied it. So now I tried to make a telehealth visit with my doctor, and they stopped doing them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I said, I just need a refill. And they're like, well, you have to come in. And I'm like, seriously, I don't feel well. So I'm just really ticked right now. And I'm like, how can I just get this stupid prescription? I'm so frustrated. Okay, anyway. So Nancy, Gator Lady, aka Gator Lady, Rochelle fell in her living room about 6:30, and now she feels icky. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's awful. Somebody, Olivia's saying, Debbie, contact Faylene. Yeah, Debbie, I didn't see your comment, but yeah, always contact Faylene. Whenever you have an issue, contact Faylene. Unless it's a website shipping issue, then contact shipping@thestampsoflife.com. But if it's a club issue or a general issue, contact Faylene always. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Rochelle. So Nancy is the most amazing human being on this earth. And she makes me wind socks for all the holidays. Okay. And my boys, Lila really hasn't like seen them very much, but the boys adore them. So when I got this box, she sent this big box, you guys. And Kirsten luckily was here to witness this, because I pulled out a Halloween windsock. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And then I went, wait, there's more. And I pulled out all these different windsocks that are all Halloween. And I just like, I'm getting teary eyed thinking about it, you guys, because it is the sweetest thing in the world. I know they take her forever to make, and it's just so kind. And so I told her I was going to let the boys pick which one. So Nancy, I'm glad you're here, love. So let me show them to you, you guys. Look, I mean, I had to keep them all bunched up here because these beautiful ribbons, you know who's asleep on the floor, thinks they're for her. And so I have to make sure they're all hung up high, but I had to bring them up here to show them all to you. Kelly says they might do a refill over the phone. Yeah, I tried to do, Kelly, I even tried to pull I think I have COVID, and they're like, well, you have to do a home test and show us on video. I'm like, what? I'm not going to a pharmacy to get a home test. I just need a refill of my prescriptions. Oh, okay. So you guys, this is something to brighten everyone's day. So this, and you know what? I got to stand up because you've got to see these, but I got to make sure the darn puppy doesn't try to attack. But look, and these are indoor wind socks, you guys. Luckily, our windows have these cranks on them, so I can hang them on there. But look at this witch. And I told the boy she's here to give you, wait, hang on. I said, she's here to give you a hug, and I was trying to hug them. It was so bad. Look, she's got lace on. Oh my gosh. This is a work of art, you guys. Look, and then it has all these gorgeous ribbons. Look how long they are. Hang on, let me see. Hang on, let me see how long this is total. With the hanger, what is it, like 5 feet? No, not 5 feet. 4 feet, Nancy? Probably like 4 feet altogether. But look at her hands. They just like wave. I just love that. So that is the witch, okay? So that is one. Then there's more, you guys. Then there's this ghost. Look at this ghost. Oh my gosh. I love that face. Isn't that face adorable? I just love the face and the pretty ribbons at the bottom. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. I love oh gosh. I love the hands. I don't know why I'm loving the hands so much. They're cute. So then there's Dracula. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh. So then there's Dracula. Let me get a close up so you can see all the stitching and all the beauty of it. And then it goes down, and then look, then he has his ribbons. So that's 3 already. Then I haven't even, wait, I haven't even, wait, I haven't even shown you the ones the boys picked yet. I don't think. Hang on. No, I haven't. So this is Frankenstein. Look at this, you guys. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Isn't that adorable? I love that. Dawn says, make a future appointment and maybe the doctor will submit the prescription. That's what I do. Dawn, I totally agree with you, love. Look at his little guy. But I just had my appointment in March. So usually they'll let you do like a year of prescriptions because it seems kind of silly. I am going to call them again and see if one of the options is refill a prescription. Now we're going to get to the ones the boys picked. So Miller picked the mummy because last year they were they were the blue mummies last year for don't get excited. She's getting excited now. For soccer. So he picked the mummy, which is so cute. No. See, yeah, I know. Yeah. No. This is Miller's. So that's the mummy one. And then no. Yeah, she woke up. Then and I'm going to try to get Lamb to change his mind because I want this one. This is one of my favorites. Look at this Halloween. Hang on. This pumpkin, this jack-o'-lantern. Hang on. Look at the jack-o'-lantern. Is he adorable? And she's so, you guys, look at all the sewing on there. Is she just amazing or what? Oh my goodness, Nancy, I love you so much. And I love the fabric on the back. Oh, and I didn't even get to really show you the mummy fabric. Look at the mummy fabric on the back. Isn't it cute? Oh, and then the Frankenstein. Oh my goodness. The Frankenstein on the back. Dracula. Oh, no. See, yeah, I know. This is way too exciting. So Miller picked the mummy. No. Miller picked the mummy and Liam picked the pumpkin. But I think I'm going to, and she sent me a beautiful card. And she made it fancy. Look at this. So there's the beautiful card, but look at this. She made a swinging mechanism in there for the little girl, for a Steffi doll that she kind of like swings. I love that so much. Ruth Debbie says, Nancy, I want to hire you seriously to make me some wind socks. I know she needs to sell them. They're just so many hours and hours and hours in there. So Nancy, I love you so much. Thank you so much. You have no idea. And the wonderful thing about these, you guys, is they will last forever, right? We pack them away with our decorations for each holiday, so they come out every year. And like we got the 4th of July one, the Uncle Sam, and the St. Patrick's Day one, and we put them with those things, and so we can bring them out. So it's just so awesome. So here's Honey Bear. Look at her. She knows she's kind of being naughty today. Huh? She's getting big, you guys. Oh, did I tell you? Oh my gosh, they didn't look. She's being nice. She's trying to act hot in front of you guys. She's trying to be nice. Carolyn says, I think you can get a COVID test via mail. Yeah, you probably can. I'm just like, you know what? They gave this is my mom's first time getting it, and I've had it before, and it's her first time getting it. They gave her this medicine that she has to take 12 pills a day. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I've lived through it before. I'll live through it again. But I only was using that as an excuse to get the telehealth appointment. But I think I do have it because my mom does have it, and I think the baby had it last week. Oh my goodness, Nancy, you're an angel. She says she's working on Thanksgiving and fall right now. She's just an angel. So I took the dog to the vet, you guys. And I understand, like with children, I am very conservative when it comes to vaccines and things like that. I understand like waiting on some of them and just spreading them out more, doing more thinking about it than just doing what the doctor says, right? So I see that. I know that mentality, and I appreciate that mentality. I like that mentality. Well, this vet, I think, goes a little further. He did all the vaccines just fine. And this is the vet we went to with Cookie. So I've had experience with this vet. I like this vet. But he kind of scolded me a little for having what he considers a designer dog. Now, in my brain, a Maltese is a designer dog, but a golden doodle isn't necessarily a designer dog. I mean, I think it's a dog. Yes. I mean, I did not adopt. I know, I understand. Adopt, don't shop. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I sinned. Okay. I will ask God for forgiveness. But my point being, I get there and he's like, "What generation is she?" I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "Well, is her one parent a golden retriever and one a poodle?" And I said, "No, both of her parents were golden doodles." And he goes, "Well, we don't know what kind of health problem she's going to have." And I said, "She's just a puppy." And he said, "Well, she has hairy ears like a poodle." Okay. Cookie had hairy ears. And he said, "But she has floppy ears like a golden retriever." Okay. What are you trying to say here? I mean, okay. It's not like I can put her back. I mean, she can't go back into her mommy's belly. I don't know what you want me to do. So then I'm like, okay. And it just kind of went from there. And it just kind of went from bad to worse. Julie says you don't know the health problems of adopted dogs either. That is true. He's like, "Well, I need to know what generation of golden doodle she is." And I'm like, "Well, she came with a health guarantee for 2 years from the breeder. She's a very respected breeder. I know people that have gotten dogs from this breeder. She's very respected." And okay, fine. So then he goes, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I said, "Yes." One of the questions I asked him is, "When do we schedule the appointment to have her fixed?" And I think I got this guy on the wrong day because he said, "When she's 3." And I said, 3 months? She's 3 months now. And he said, "No, 3 years." What? He goes, "UC Davis just did a study and they recommend to protect your dog from cancer, you don't get them fixed until they're 3 years old." I said, "But she's a girl, then she'll have her period like every month." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's okay. You just put doggy diapers on her." I'm not going to breed her, first of all, you guys, by the way. She's not going to be bred. And I'm like, "No, my husband would have a heart attack if there was blood in our house just everywhere." And so he's like, "Well, I will send you the study. You are the owner, so you get to decide. But that's like taking the uterus out of a 3-month-old child." What? Oh my gosh. And keep in mind, you guys, I was already very defeated when I was sitting there because he was lecturing me about buying a dog. And so I was very, very frustrated. Jane says hers recommended under the first year. So I did look at the research he sent me. First of all, it does not say 3 years. UC Davis recommends they don't have golden doodles on the list because it's not a designer dog. But it said golden retriever girls, they don't recommend you get them fixed. Well, she's not a golden retriever. It said poodles, get them fixed before they're 1 year old. And I think it said 6 months is recommended. That's not 3 years. I don't know how you figured out 3 years there. So he's like, "But you are the owner, you get to decide." Well, he says my dog's going to get cancer and die early because if I do this. I'm thinking, and then I came home. Yeah. So he's saying you're taking all these hormones out of your dog, and so it's going to cause cancer early. And I'm like, okay, this is just like way too much. So I came home. Both of my neighbors, this vet's like the easiest vet in the area, And they're like, yeah, we both go there, but we don't listen to half the things he says. I'm like, okay. And they're like, no, get her fixed before she's a year old and before she goes into heat, because if she goes into heat, then she's going to be like all weird, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I'm like, I'm afraid to go to this vet to have her fixed, because I was thinking like around 6 months. And I'm afraid to go to him now to have her fixed, because like, what if he snips something extra just to spite me? And I know he would never do that, but in my brain, I think that. So yes, I should find a different vet, but I could walk to this vet, and that's so handy dandy than putting the dog. I didn't walk to the vet this time because the dog's not allowed to be outside yet. So Julie, I love you. She says, does he have a crystal ball? My goodness. I know, right? So if she goes in heat, you will have all kinds of male dogs coming around. Right, Shelly? Like, that is so disgusting. I know. Does he have a partner? No. I know. I think I need to find a different vet. Christine says her daughter has 2 female doodles. They are both fixed. Cheryl says, ask your breeder what she thinks. I'm going to, but I know in the contract it said I have to get her fixed. First of all, I don't know what the contract says about when, because I was like, yeah, I'm getting her fixed. So I didn't even read that part because I knew I was going to get her fixed. That was just not an issue, because Cookie on accident went into heat one time, and I never want to witness that again. Just saying. It was gross. It was weird. It was, ugh. Kathy says, I have been in rescue for 18 years, small breeds like Karens and Scotties. Please do not wait for 3 years. Thank you. I have always spayed puppy females before their first cycle, 6 to 8 months old. Males are neutered after 6 months. I do think you need another vet. Thank you, Kathy, for saying that. I know. Karen says the Humane Society fixed both of my Goldens and they were wonderful and way cheaper. Yeah, I think mine are going to do that. Jane says mine chewed on everything during her first heat, rug and door frame. It's the only time we ever had chewing problems. Yeah, you guys, I'm not. Ken like flipped out when I said 3 years. He's like, no way. And I said, I barely want to wait 6 months. So I am going to contact another vet. And probably like the Humane Society, because I know they'll do it at a good price and stuff. Ooh, that hurt. So yeah, I'm like, this guy's nuts. And Ken thinks he's nuts anyway, because one time we were there with Cookie and there was another dog there that was sick. And so he opened a can of dog food and he used it. The doctor did this. He used his fingers to scrape it out and he fed it to the dog that was sick. It was on his fingers and Ken almost threw up. And Ken's like, that is disgusting, which it is disgusting. Kelly says, I use 2 different vets for my cat because I don't agree with all that his regular vet says. Other vet is more expensive, but will do what I think should be done. Teeth cleaning issues. I love that. Shelly said our vet told us that if she isn't fixed, she can spontaneously go into heat. Kathy says, we have had over 600 dogs go through our hands in rescue. We have experience and love dogs. We need to feel confident. You need to feel confident in the care you receive. Right? Okay. Karen said her Goldens were fixed at 6 months. Okay. So just imagine for a second, this is not going to happen, but imagine people listen to him and say, okay, I won't get my dog fixed for 3 years. Boy dogs are going to come out of the woodwork and try to attack her and get her pregnant. Then you end up with unwanted puppies. And that's a problem in this world. They always want you to adopt because there's so many extra puppies. I'm trying to prevent the extra puppies and have her fixed. I can't win. And I'm very upset right now. I'm in a bad mood because I don't feel good. But thank you, you guys. I'm so thankful that you guys like. And Sharon even says pregnancy is more risky than sterilization. Right. Our breeders doodle group is great because we can ask each other questions and advice. CBX 618, am I allowed to be in that? I mean, it says it's a breeders doodle group. Does that mean you breed doodles? Oh my gosh, why did I not know that? Uh-huh. No, I'm not saying anything's wrong with mine. I love mine. But um yeah, ask them. Do me a favor and just ask. Dolores says, what? 3 years? No way. Before they are one. See, I think he was just having a bad day because he attacked me like so much about everything. And let me just, Julie said our female golden was fixed at 7 months and lived to be 13 years old. That's good for a golden. We now have a mini Bernie doodle that is 6 months old and he's being fixed early November. Yes. Okay. So I get home from the vet. I talk to my 2 neighbors. They're like, yeah, he's half nuts. But we go to him because he's close. So then I had to reschedule my phone call with Tiff because I had the vet appointment. So we started half an hour late. So I do my video call with Tiffany and she goes, hey, how's it going? I'm like, I'm not doing good. And she's like, what's wrong? And I said, I'm just really deflated right now. The vet just didn't like my dog. And I was like in a sad mood for like 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. It was very disheartening because I'm madly, deeply in love with this dog. So Olivia says, pray for him. I need to. He's going to lose clients with that grumpy attitude. I know, you guys, that's why I think maybe he was just having a bad day. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not waiting 3 years. Can you imagine some random boy dog coming after my dog when she's on the leash? And what am I supposed to do? Cookie was a mean dog because she was attacked by 3 dogs that got off their leashes at our old house. And they ran and they came toward us. And I grabbed her up and I held her up like Simba, the lion cub Simba in the movie. And I was holding her like this. And the dogs were running around me, wrapping their leashes around me and gave me a leash burn. But I'm holding my dog up here because they were going to attack her. She was already fixed, but they just wanted to attack her and kill her. Sorry, I won't be here next Monday. Oh, Ruth Debbie's talking to somebody else. Sharon says she just read the AI summary. The waiting for 3 years is mostly for large breeds. Okay, that's another thing. So she weighs 9 pounds and she was born May 30th. I don't know how old she is. And the breeder told me she was going to be between 12 and 15 pounds. And he said she's going to be at least 25. So good times are ahead. I have no idea. Yeah. So I know. Stephanie says, don't let him hurt your feelings. I know. And I'm feeling very deflated because I don't feel well. And yeah, just everything. So, okay. Gosh, I'm sorry this is such a I was going to talk about Charlie Kirk, but I don't think I mentally can handle it because I'm sick. Emotionally, it has been an amazing roller coaster, horrible roller coaster. I did post, and if you guys are friends with me on Facebook's not showing it because it's from a conservative writer. I shared a post from a conservative writer that talked about why we're feeling this death so much. So if you're feeling it way more than you expected to, because I will be honest with you, my loves, I didn't even know his name until afterwards, and I saw his picture, and I recognized his picture from the videos that Facebook and Instagram would sometimes show me. Because I follow a lot of religious accounts, they would once in a while show me his videos, and he was always very well spoken. So I would watch them. I didn't follow him, but I would watch them. And so when I saw his picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I love that kid because he's very well spoken. And so if you're having a rough time with it also, please search out my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. And I shared somebody's writing about why this is affecting a lot of us so much more than normal. I think I've cried more about this than I have when Ken's grandma passed away because I knew she was sick. I knew she was going to die. It was a little different. And I've never met this man. But go search that out. Diane, please, she says she's not handling it well. Please go read it. It will help you understand your feelings. It helped me a ton. If you feel the need to write something nasty, anyone out there, I will delete your comment. I've already had to delete one and unfriend someone. So if you do not feel badly for a man being assassinated in front of his children and wife, do not post on my post. And I have a lot more to say to you if you do not think that's horrible. But we will save that because I do not want to talk unkindly. But that's all I will say. Oh, Ruth Debbie's going to go to his funeral. Oh, honey, thank you. I'm so glad you're going to go. See, I can't. And then the hardest part for me is, you guys know that my degree's in child development. I'm all about the kids, always a kid advocate. And I have not watched the video. I will never watch the video. I would never want to see anything like that. But the reports are that his 3-year-old little girl heard the loud noise from the bullet, and she tried to run to her daddy for him to protect her. And I would not wish that on any human being on the face of this earth for any reason at all. Anyone. There is no one that deserves, no one. I don't care what anyone has ever done. There's no one that deserves anything like that. And I tried to rationalize these people that are thinking that he deserved it. First of all, who deserves that? But I think so. I go back and I go, well, who do I dislike a lot? And I think of the person that tried to make my company go out of business, that sued me, and made me try to go out of business, tried to ruin me financially. I had to sell my home to pay my attorney bills. Actually, didn't even pay all the attorney bills, but to pay my attorney bills. And they even accused me of having an affair in court documents, tried to ruin my marriage also. And I think of that person and I think I've forgiven them because that's all I can do, because God's forgiven me. But I would never want him to cut his finger while he's opening a bagel, let alone this. Why would anyone want some harm to come to any human being? And if somebody feels that way, you need to check your heart, because something's wrong. Why are you so angry, or why are you so, I don't know what the word is, that you would want bad to happen to someone? I can't comprehend that. And I'm not saying I'm a good person, you guys. Don't think that I think I'm a good person. I'm a normal human being. But for someone to wish harm on someone and celebrate it online, I can't comprehend that. So I did unfriend someone over the weekend. I deleted her comment and I was horrified, and I just no one deserves that. Yeah, especially when they didn't meet or even know him, right? Arla says Satan is alive and well. Pray for our nation. Yes, it's evil versus good. And which side do you want to be on, right? I mean, it's Nancy says, my grandson was deeply involved with Turning Point and met him. He would help out with his campus events. This is deeply effective. So Nancy, big hugs to you, my love. His wife, Erica, is this rock star. I mean, she's so amazing. And she has her doctorate. And I think it was don't quote me on this, like Christian studies or something, or her doctorate, and she was a beauty queen. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And she's not going to let this go, you know, and none of us can let this go, because this is just, they need Jesus. They do. And if you don't know Jesus, you know, look into him. I'm telling you guys, it's just scary. It's just scary. Yes. Lori says he's in heaven now and his family needs compassion and love, not hate. That is so true. That is so true. And I firmly believe he's in heaven with Jesus and he's fine. It's just the family here now that we, and the United States. I mean, my goodness gracious. No one deserves that in any way. So if you are having a rough time like I am, please search out. You'll have to go to my Facebook page itself, because Facebook's not going to show it to you. Facebook's very liberal. So go search it out and read it. And you don't even have to post on it. You don't have to like it or anything. Don't do any of that. Just read it. I think it will help you like it helped me. And I sent it to Ken, because Ken and I are both just really, I mean, he was our daughter's age. And it's just like, it's just messed up, you guys. It's just messed up. She will carry on his mission. She will. She will. He was a very good example. He was a great example. And if you don't know who he was, I highly recommend you search out some of his videos. He was so well spoken. People would yell and scream at him, and he was so calm and compassionate. I know there's people quoting, oh, he didn't believe in empathy, he's an a-hole. And I'm like, okay, please read the whole quote. Please read his whole quote about empathy. It talked about how he didn't believe in empathy because no one can feel. There's no one in this world that can feel like his wife feels right now. So empathy isn't real, you guys. He said you can have sympathy for that person and want to have compassion and help them. But empathy, you don't know how she's feeling. You don't. You can say you do, but you don't, right? So that's why he said empathy is really not a good word. It's sympathy that you have. And people are just like taking everything out of context, and that didn't even know him, right? Didn't follow him, didn't anything him. So, but he was so amazing. I did not hear her speak. And I think I just need a couple more days before I go watch it. But I know she's amazing. And I mean, I read some of the quotes that she said, but he spoke to everyone. He never asked you to pick sides. No, he just wanted to have the conversation. And I watched one today where an older man who's in his 70s or 80s was arguing with him and said, hey, let's go out back and let's have a fist fight. And Charlie was like, no, let's talk about this. Let's talk about our differences. Let's not have a civil war. Let's talk about our differences. Where do you feel you differ from me? And let's talk about those things. And the man's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to beat you up. And he's like, no, let's not resort to violence. Let's talk. It's just amazing. God has used him in an amazing way, Things are happening. So thankfully, things are happening. Good things are happening. So sorry. I don't want to be a downer. But if you are having a hard time, please go search out what I posted, because it hit me right there, exactly where I needed to understand why I was feeling the way I'm feeling for someone that I'd never met. Didn't even know his name. I knew his face and what he said, but I didn't even know his name until it happened. So, well, that ended up being way longer than I expected, considering I don't feel good. Sorry, guys. Ooh. So also on Teresa said her speech was beautiful. Erica is so strong. I was so impressed with her knowledge. I was so impressed with his knowledge of the Bible. I know. And you guys, go search out some of his videos. Amazing. I just like so, and like somebody said, you know, because people try to stump him kind of at these events, that he would do. And they would say, you say the America is built on God, but he's only mentioned X amount of times in the Constitution. And he said, well, go back to the 13 state constitutions. And they list, he's like 55 out of 56 of the signers were Bible holding Christians. He was very smart. So, oh, thank you, Shelley. She says, we are all here for you, and it's good to tell someone how you feel. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I know a lot of you are feeling the same. Sharon says, topic change. Thank you, Sharon. We need that. She says, I want to thank you so much for the ingenious work around the top fold die set. You guys, seriously, this top fold design, Stephanie, I think you're right, love. I think you are. I am madly, deeply in love with this because now we can do top folds because I love top folds, but a top fold die would not work because it's exactly the same size as a piece of cardstock. So the top fold design that's on flash sale right now, I don't even know if we have any left. I haven't looked. Is amazing because you could do hello, flowers, stars, or the snowflakes at the bottom. And it, I had it here on my desk, I thought. No, now people are calling. Hang on. Where is it? I thought I had it on my desk. And I have to get better, you guys, because I'm doing the craft project at church this Sunday for the little kids. Oh, here it is. So this is it. It's large. It's very large. And let me just tell you guys, this costs a lot to mail. Okay. So bundle it with other, I just hit my nose. Bundle it with other things because see how long it is. So it goes by size and the post office just eats that stuff alive for prices. But what it is it's a full size on one side and then like a 3/4 here. So it will fit on 8.5 by 11. And then it has border options. So it has this star, it has the word hello, it has those snowflakes, and it has the stars. And then you get to add them to your border. So here, look, you can see. You add it to the edge, and then you get that pretty. Oops, sorry, I can't see it. Look how pretty that is. But then it makes it A2, right? So, Polly, you can, Polly, it's online, honey. His name was Charlie Kirk. Ponzi says, I love the top fold die. Will you be making other add-ons? Ponzi, let me just tell you, the answer is yes. We've had a lot of requests already, which I'm really excited about. So yes, we will. Let's see. Sharon said she used her points to offset the shipping. That's awesome. Yeah, and they are very easy. And you can also, you would glue it on the card, Shelly. Yes. You can also do it sideways too if you wanted, which is kind of fun. You have that option as well. So those are on flash sale. I don't even know if let me see what the counts are. I need like to go suck on a honey or bear or something like my throat. Let me see what's next. What's going on? Sorry, just trying to load this. So we have enough for today. I'm pretty sure we have enough for today. So I don't think we're going to run out because I ordered a ton of those. We also released the pop-up die, which I know it looks like nothing because it really does look like nothing. But this is what it does. This is in a 5x7 gatefold. If you missed it last night, are you ready? Look at this. They pop up. Isn't that just cute? I could totally see you could make this whole thing. Isn't that awesome? Okay, Kathy says, I have to confess something. I bought a pink box to organize in my bedroom. One is going to hold my expensive bras from QVC. Evelyn and Bobby bras, comfortable. May decide to use one for socks since we're limited in drawer space in our little bedroom. I love that idea. When you check out, it's easier to do it on a big computer, but when you check out, there's an option to, do you want to use your club points? So you have to be a club member, and I know you are. And then you can use your club points for parts of your purchase. So yeah, you can totally do that. So Nicole says she doesn't feel well either. she's been eating honey sandwiches. Yeah, I was eating low carb tortillas, and I have low carb honey, and I put butter and I melted it in this little thing, and I was dipping the tortilla and it tasted so good. I should have drank this though, because that just looks really good right now. Oh, yeah. Um, oh, Jolly Ranchers. That sounds good. That sounds good. I know I need to get that. Ooh, Elle got the Merlot ink. Yay, love. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay, so I should probably go, you guys, because I'll probably go curl up in bed. I've been binge watching Downton Abbey again because I want to go see the movie in the movie theater, but I don't remember half of it or more than half of it. So I started binge watching it. I think it's on Amazon Prime. So while I work, I have it on. So I like when I'm just like designing, because when I'm doing creative stuff like making cards or designing products, I like to have the extra distraction, and I do better with that. And so, sorry, the computer's. So I've been binge watching that. So I think I'm going to crawl into bed and binge watch some more. You guys, I am so happy you are here. Shelly started watching last night. I love that. I'm so happy you're here, and thanks for listening to me complain a little bit today. I apologize. I usually like to be way more up. Today's just been kind of one of those days, sometimes we have those, but if I wasn't sick, I'd go make some cards. Maybe I'll try to design some dies or something today, because I can sit at my computer and do that. But Downton Abbey, like stamp and die set soon? I don't think so, Marianne. I don't like, if you come up with an idea of things to do, but I can't like do the words or anything. But you guys, everybody's saying feel better soon. Thank you, my loves. Ponce says, what is it about? I need something to binge watch. It's about, well, it's what is it? England back in the early 1900s. So it's 100 years ago, I guess now. But my mom loves all those English shows where you have to definitely do the subtitles. It helps me. But it's just about this rich family that lives like in this almost castle kind of thing. And it's the servants and the rich people, the aristocrats. And it's just their life. And it's just very entertaining. There's like at least 4 seasons, because I'm on season 4. They've done a couple movies about it. But it's not dark. And especially right now, I need something that's not dark. So it's good for me to watch and just have on. So, okay, you guys, I need to get out of here. Yes, Arla wants me to tell everyone, remember, God has control. Yes, he will turn everything to good. That is so true. So absolutely true. And he is going to turn this all to good, and we will understand someday. Might not be till we get to heaven, but we will understand someday why this happened. But my loves, thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. God bless everyone, and I hope you all take care. And I will see you, God willing, Thursday night for another episode of Crafting Corner. Okay, take care, you guys. I love you. Bye. Thanks for spending a Monday with me. I appreciate it. Okay, bye.